Hey guys, it's Adam here, and today I'm playing City Skylines as part of my series I've conceived, I suppose, in which I play a number of the games I have on my Steam collection and elsewhere. Games I like, I'll probably play a bit more of. Games I dislike, we'll leave at the one session. City Skylines, if you've never played it, is a city building game created by Creative Assembly and produced by Paradox Gaming. Released a couple of months ago now, and I've played a fair bit in it now. I think I've played about 20-30 hours in it. So just for this session, we're just going to play in my main city here, try and expand and solve any problems that we might find. So let's get cracking, shall we? So this is my main downtown area. This is where the majority of my high living, high shopping is. A lot of fancy accommodation and shops here, and then just down the road is my office complex, as well as a vast shopping complex designed to fill needs of the city. And so that's essentially this game. You get these prompts at the bottom asking for residential, commercial, and production. So in terms of work, so factory work or office work. And you have to build districts, roads, to cater to these needs. So as we can see, have a number of desire. So I'm going to try and fill them in this session. I think I'm going to tackle housing first. Just do a sweep over the city just to make sure there's nothing majorly wrong. No, we're all fine here. Okay. Traffic is flowing pretty well for the most part. My major pet peeve in this game is the traffic control. Recently in the update, they've added tunnels, so we might play with a couple of them actually. This is an older city, so one that was made before the tunnels, so now it's just adapting to them really. Yeah, I was thinking of building more areas kind of like this one. This one I made to handle a growing need for residential. Quite a desperate one actually, and it seemed to fulfill it, so if I can recreate something like this somewhere else, I think that's a good place to start. Now where do I want to build? I think over here. Yeah, this will work. Okay. So if I start by building a main road, I think this is not going to be a major area. It's like a small village almost. Akin to this area over here. So if I just, yeah, I think I'll use a 4. That's it. Yeah, 4-lane road. We'll add trees. Trees are nice. So. Bring it down to the coast. Maybe a little bit more. I don't have the main road going along the coast and the track. I say coast, it's a river, but that's fine. And then I think I'll curve it off a little bit here. Then if I kind of square it out, yeah. So we'll try and fill this area, I think. Oop, bit too long. Just trying not to have too sharp a curve here. And then if I have... Where should I have this road meet up? And a lot of this game, especially for me, is removing and replacing. I make a lot of errors in this game, but it's not a punishing one. It just helps you learn for the future, I feel, which is nice. It's nice to have a somewhat casual game, I think. We'll try like that. Okay. Right, so this is our layout, so I think we make some... What do we need? Yeah, okay. So if we have... For just... Oh, that reminds me, utilities. Every area needs to be serviced by water and electricity. Electricity does spread through buildings, but you need an initial source. So I'm just trying to figure out where my closest source would be. I think it'll be here. Yeah. So if I just build some power lines, over to this area here. Ooh. Let's try and get them. Try and get it over the highway here. Like that. Oh. Oh. Okay. And drop it back down again. To here. And then from here is where we'll start zoning. So I think I'm going to fill... yeah, commercial here first. So I'm going to use the brush tool just to fill in these areas here. That should do it. I think I'll have... yeah, I think I'll have the exterior as commercial. Ah, I forgot. So that's our electricity done, but we don't have any water in this area, so if I hook up some water, somewhat follow the route of the road, I think, and then kind of form a crosshatch pattern inside. Now each pipe does cost a fair bit of maintenance, but I'm making enough money where it's not really an issue. So ideally I just want all of this white space filled with blue. I need to keep a tab on water availability. That shouldn't be an issue. Okay. Right, so let's start zoning some... Let's do roads actually, yeah. So I'm not really a fan of the blocking system, but it works. So you know what? No, we'll go a bit freeform with this one, I think. So just like this, make some crazy shapes, I think. Just completely fill this area. Try and get all the blank space as the white grid, because that white grid is just areas you can zone. And we want houses all in here. Yep, a bit more down here. Yeah, that's a good start. Okay, so we have our first commercial area, so if we just paint this area here, I think some roads, it's not roads, houses, and then maybe here, and then we can start thinking about services then. So services include your education, your medical, emergency services, that kind of thing. So we'll start off with a medical clinic. And as we're building here, I think it makes sense to have it here. Do we want it on a main road or tucked slightly in? No, have it here. Okay. And then we might need a... Yeah, we will need definitely a firehouse. We'll just build a small one because it's quite a small area, this bit. Now if we build it here, yeah, that services about the same area, which leads me to believe that we might need just to build over here too. Just to fully cover the area. Okay. Police station, I'm not too concerned about it. Crime isn't really a problem in this city for the time being. We can just have one, I think. Let's try and find the happy medium. About here, yeah, that'll be fine. Then we need an elementary school. Now, where do we want this? Not really too bothered about servicing the commercial roads. So that here, yep. Okay. Right, so now let's keep painting. So just paint all the way down here, I think, with commercial. All the way up here as well. Get a lovely view of the highway and train track from the back there. Something to note, I think, is that this is the only entrance in and out of this little hub, so I think I might build another form of, well, another way to get onto the highway, I think. But I'll think about that in a sec, when it gets a bit busier. Okay, so a bit more housing, potentially. Just in this area. Try to fill this space. Need to think about putting parks down as well. Parks and recreational grounds improve your Sims, C-I-M, in this, your Sims happiness overall. So, we're quite happy as a city. Just do another check. That's one thing, you can get tunnel visioned. Just make sure there's no catastrophic error. No, we're fine. Yeah. Okay, so we can continue building. I think... Have I left enough space? That is the problem of crazy roads like that. To consider space for parks. I think a park right next to the school makes sense. Lovely. This is a small playground, yeah. That's fine. There we go. Again, it's looking... It's taking shape. Yeah. Okay. And residential is dropping. We still have a need for commercial zones. So I'll just leave this area to itself for the time being and see if I can add commercial anywhere else. See if anyone else needs it. Because we have another big commercial hub here. This area here is Prospect Heights. This is my first big commercial hub when I first started this city. This is my first residential area here, so... There is actually a dead person in the colonoscopy pavilion. Oh, well, each to their own. Don't think his procedure went very well. So he's awaiting pickup. Yeah, so we need to think about where to add. Because we have a big, well, a somewhat big commercial block here. We've got another big commercial block over here, which is where I've put a combination of high density and low density in alternating grids, which is why you'll see something like this big commercial complex building opposite the road of, there we go, the busy corner shop, that kind of thing. No real reason other than I had a creative license to do so, I guess. So anyway, what can I do? What can I do here? You know what? I think we're fine. I think we'll add some more. I think we'll carry on with this. So, back to painting. You have people using the roads already. There are lacking in commercial and industry buildings require workers from the local populace. Now, in this game, workers are of varying education levels, where commercial building workers tend to be less educated, younger, and office workers are highly educated university goers. So here we're looking for 4 uneducated workers. Alternatively, we could upgrade this building. So to do that, what can we do? You know what? We'll just keep building houses for now. I think when in doubt, build houses, and then we'll see what we can do about that in a sec. Now I might start thinking about bus routes in a second. Now there is the public transport options in this game. You have buses, you have metro, underground tunnels, you have a train, just normal tracks that includes passenger and cargo, and then harbour, which is not something I've really looked into, honestly, which I might look into. So that's both cargo and well, more tourists, really. And, of course, an airport, which I have yet to unlock. But for now, we will just look into a bus route in this area. So you've got a major worker problem here. So if I think... Let's see if we can make it a bit easier for people from other sections of the city to get into this little area here. So I think now is the time where we want to build a off-ramp, I think. So an on-ramp here. Get to witness my road building skills firsthand here. So if we tuck it under and up, it's already occupied. Okay. What about from here? Tuck it under and... No. There we are. So that is an on-ramp. And then if we have one, where else can we build one? I'm thinking over here. But if I extend this road a little bit, just want to build over this train track a tick. So that's page up. There we go. Page down. Back to flat. Then tempted to put another roundabout here actually. Yeah, I think I will. So if we go to pre-made, grab a small roundabout. No, I told you this would happen. It's a lot of mistake fixing. So we fix this. We essentially want to copy one of these up here. I'm putting it down here, so... Oh, is this is that a large roundabout up there? Oh, it is as well? Okay. So if we put a large roundabout down... Oh. Ooh. Let's turn off snapping. Ooh. And what is blocking us? Is it... Okay. You know what, we'll leave it. We'll leave it for now. Yeah. No, we can't really. It is frustrating. Okay. Oh, just waiting for that flash of blue. There you go. We don't really want it there. That's it. Right there. Perfect. Okay. Let's start working with this. So copying this. We would like to extend this road, which was, yep, one of these. Oh, just delete these type of roads. Just down over the train station again. Chuck it there. Now if we have a highway off-ramp. Oh, I saw it. There. And then an on-ramp. Oh, here. Then copy the shape over here. Now, I'm not too happy with this bit, so I'll pause the game. So we don't cause too many problems here. Ah, there's a dead person here. So we do need to set up a, I think a graveyard, or a incinerator, not incinerator, crematorium. Just chuck it down here. So we'll do a straight line. And then a bit of this. We want this to curve. So up and down. Like that. Do they lose power? Yes, they do. Okay, so I need to fix this. Okay, so I'll just delete this line. I think we need to raise it up a little bit. So... oh. Page up. Yep. And yep. And try and connect these two. It's a little bit fiddly. Come on. Yep. You know what? Just temporarily. As we are on a river. Put an advanced wind turbine. Ooh, maybe. Maybe not. A lot of this game, you will spend a lot of time just fiddling on just the tiny pieces of detail on a large city. Like, they can get a lot bigger than this. This is quite a small one. It's just down to the fine details. And that's where all the hours go. They just in fixing things like this. Okay, let's build it. Let's take the long way around. Build it up. If we delete this one. Yeah. Page up. Page up. Up. And then there. And then okay. There we go. Okay. And then we unpause it and we see what happens. What did we say we needed? Oh yeah, we needed a crematorium. So if we just chuck it down here. People are very excited about the crematorium. Oh, it's just out of district because we had to knock down those buildings. There we go. Yep, we're back in business. Now, as well as the base game, the developers do encourage use of the Steam Workshop, and there are tons of mods available for this game, as well as assets. There's thousands at this point of just custom houses and other buildings that people have made, which I've got a couple downloaded now. I couldn't even tell you how many or what they are. Mods in this game are very helpful. The base game is fine, but the mods just allow people to... It's just little tweaks that perhaps should have been in the base game that people have added themselves, and of course with every update, the developers are very active in implementing these mods into the vanilla game, so essentially every update makes a couple of mods almost unnecessary, redundant even. One of my favourite mods at the moment is the tree mod, which I'm going to use now, just to fill in these sparse areas, so that's... If it's, I think it's numpad plus. That's it, yep. So I'm just going to use these. Just fill this area here with trees. There we go. Too many trees? Maybe. I'm not too bothered. It's fine. There we go. Then try and, just to obscure the highway a little bit from view. Might not look like it from here, but if you go down to first person, which I will in a second. So if we go down and follow this car here, in first person mode, there we go. This is another little mod, the first person view mod. It's very cool. Yeah, the highway's almost obscured from view because of this. It is, each sim has their own routine in the game, and in huge cities, this one's only got 35,000, but every sim has their own little path they take. They all have jobs, they all have their own houses. So we'll just follow Cedric Walker just to his destination. He's a high school student and he's driving an SUV, which is a strange choice, but each to their own. He seems like he's late, the speed he's going. Yeah, it is hilarious watching the traffic just move around the map. They are very quick sometimes. The cars wobble around. yeah, your cities can look quite cool actually in first person. You kind of lose a sense of perspective. There we are. We arrived back here. I think he ended up, yeah, down here in this little block. Now how are we doing here? That is on fire. Did we build a firehouse? We did. So there should be fire engines en route. There are. Oh, why couldn't they? Oh dear. Well, this is a problem. Because of the trees in the way, the fire engines can't cut across. Which means they're going to have to come all the way around the roundabout just to come back to these houses. That's a problem. That is a dilemma. Well, I should probably fix. I think I can do that by perhaps downgrading these roads. No, that's one I'll save for next time potentially. I think. Yeah, I think that's the session done. I had fun. I hope you guys had fun. If you'd like me to continue, let me know. If not, I'll try something else. Well, I'll be trying something else anyway, but yeah. Thanks for watching. See you later.